The Young and the Restless Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel. It's a gorgeous day outside today. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, but honestly, I haven't even looked out the window because my eyes are glued to my screen and my heart is literally in my throat. Grab your largest iced coffee, a massive emotional support blanket, and maybe a box of tissues because the tea today is so dark and so heavy. I'm genuinely struggling to even process it. Let's get right into the absolute madness. Stop what you are doing. You guys, I am deceased. I am literally shaking. Wait, this needs to be discussed immediately. Send aid. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid-skincare. Literally had a charcoal mask smeared all over my face and dripping onto my favorite vintage rug when this news broke on my screen, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. I am hyperventilating right now. Nikki Newman, the golden boy, the absolute staple of Genoa City, the man we have loved and yelled at for decades has straight up overdosed. Yes, you heard me. An overdose and not just a little scare bestie. This is an astronomical, world-ending, cinematic, mayhem level of tragedy. I am personally offended and totally unwell. My grasp of reality is deteriorating. I cannot even process the words coming out of my own mouth right now. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step because my brain is visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of this plot. Basically, the police call the Newman family. Imagine that phone call. Just imagine the sheer unadulterated terror of that ringing phone breaking the silence at the Newman ranch. Actually, speaking of the phone, did anyone else notice that the ringtone they used for the Newman ranch landline sounded genuinely so weird? Like, it was giving 2005 Nokia vibes, which is honestly so unhinged for a billionaire's mansion. But, whatever. I digress. The police told them that Nick had suffered a massive drug overdose. The absolute panic, the chaos. I am clutching my chest because I am literally too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. The police just bluntly delivering that news. To Suzanne Maddox from Nick. Qualify. Just like that. No sugarcoating. The floor is permanently holding my jaw in place. So the entire family rushes to the hospital. And best is the scene at the ER is a high-octane psychological masterpiece. Nick is in critical condition. They have him on oxygen. Tubes are everywhere. Machines are beeping, and don't even get me started on the vibes in that hospital room. The lighting was so stark, fluorescent, and blue. It literally made my own skin look washed out just watching it on my screen, which is a total aesthetic nightmare. But back to the main event. The doctors come out to speak to the family and the prognosis is straight up apocalyptic. Nick has suffered severe brain damage. Severe brain damage. I am screaming into a pillow right now. This isn't just a physical injury. His actual brain is severely compromised and it gets worse. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. His entire body has been destroyed. The doctors literally stated that his internal organs are failing. They are no longer intact. The drugs have ravaged his system so completely that his organs are shutting down one by one. I am genuinely spiraling over the choices that led to this. Like Nick, bestie, be for real right now. Why didn't you just stay in rehab? Why did you have to check out against medical advice and go to that dingy motel? I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of his terrible, terrible decisions. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this sooner. However, do you remember Sienna and Marie? The motel-addicted neighbor who literally went and found the drugs to sell to him? They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with them. Nick was so vulnerable fighting the psychological warfare that Matt Clark planted in his head. And instead of getting help, he basically threw his entire life away for a high. And now look where we are. His organs are failing. I am pacing around my living room looking like an absolute maniac because I cannot contain my stress. Okay. Wait. And glitching. Okay. Back to the hospital. The statistics, you guys. The numbers the doctors gave are genuinely the most terrifying tea ever. They told the Newmans that Nick has a 5% chance of waking up. 5%. I am deceased. That is practically nothing. That is a statistical margin of error. And to make it even more of a messy and filtered emotional train wreck, they said there is a 70% chance he is going to die. 70%. I am literally hyperventilating. How are we supposed to accept this? How is this my life right now? I'm not okay because this situation has now become my entire personality. I'm straight up having an existential crisis on behalf of fictional characters. Let's talk about Nikki. Poor, sweet, traumatized Nikki Newman. The woman just got her eyesight back. She just survived a massive MS flare-up, a brain tumor scare, being blind, and the absolute mess of Victor kidnapping Jack. She was just planning a romantic vow renewal in Venice. And now she is standing in the ER sobbing uncontrollably. Genuinely, the sound of her wailing, it personally attacked my soul. I felt in my bones. She was gut rock in a way that just shatters you. I am manifesting a total dumpster fire for whoever enabled Nick, because seeing Nikki break down like this is straight up unacceptable. She is a recovering addict herself. Do you know how much it destroys a mother who has fought her own demons with alcoholism to watch her son literally die from addiction? It is a 10/10 cinematic tragedy. And Victor Newman was crying. The mustache was sobbing. Do you understand the gravity of that? Victor Newman does not cry unless the world is literally ending. He was standing there watching his golden boy, the son he's fought with, manipulated love and tried to control for decades, lying there with a 5% chance of waking up. I literally had to yeet my phone again, just processing Victor's tears. I'm calling it the villain arc is about to go nuclear. Victor is going to burn Genoa City to the ground. He's going to hunt down every single drug dealer, starting with Sienna moving to Marie and destroying Matt Clark. Manifesting an absolute bloodbath by the next update, because Victor's not going to let this go. He will literally buy the hospital, fire the Grim Reaper, and invent a new medical science just to spite debt. Then there's Sharon. My goodness. Sharon, send help. I cannot even talk about Sharon without wanting to burst into tears. She is at the hospital sobbing her eyes out. And all I can think about is Cass. Did I say that yet? Wait, yes. Cassie. The trauma of losing a child, and now she's losing the love of her life. The father of her children in a hospital room that probably smells like rubbing alcohol and despair. She is screaming, crying, and falling apart completely. It's giving Major I cannot even energy, but like in the saddest way possible. Sharon has been through too much. Martin, Lauren, Matt Clark, the breast cancer, and now this? Bestie, be for real. The writers are out to get her. She is completely broken. I'm also broken, just like she is. And the most unhinged part of all of this, the family is already preparing for a funeral. You did indeed hear me. They are so convinced that he is going to fall into that 70% death statistic that they are literally making funeral arrangements while he is still on a ventilator. I'm straight up losing my mind. Who does that? I mean, I get being realistic, but planning the catering for a wake while the man's heart is still beating is genuinely so dark. It's a 10/10 cinematic drama. However, my heart is broken. They're picking out caskets and plotting eulogies while Nick is fighting for that tiny 5% sliver of hope. I am pacing, I am sweating, I am entirely unwell. Wait, backtrack again. Let's dissect the tea with absolute cinematic mayhem. How did the police even find you? Was he in the motel with Marie? Did you wander out into the street hallucinating about Matt Clark again? The timeline is a blur because my brain is just screaming. The police telling the family Nick Desser Junk Ma Chui Kwa Lu is a sentence that will haunt my nightmares. That statement's sheer force, no equivocation, just plain and simple. Your son is dying. He has damage to his brain. His organs are failing. Boom. Newmans, welcome to your brand new reality. And can we talk about the brain damage for a second? Because even if he wakes up, which again, 5% chance he won't be the same Nick Newman. Severe brain damage means the Nick we know, the sarcastic, slightly self-righteous, deeply loving father and brother might be gone forever. This is a high-octane psychological masterpiece of a tragedy. The stakes are astronomical. I am clutching my pearls, my iced coffee, and my emotional support pillow all at once. What if he wakes up and doesn't remember Noah? What if he doesn't remember Summer? Oh my God.